Welcome back to another game of Transport Fever 2. This is Jason at CasualT Gaming. Where we left off in the last episode was right here, looking at the Corpus Christi high-speed train down to Independence, and we knew that we didn't have any passengers waiting, and that was kind of scary. What we realized was we didn't actually have the tram stations hooked up, and what I think we're going to need to do in order to meet this demand is institute a second tram going the other direction. So this is our counterclockwise tram, and let's go ahead and create the line for our clockwise tram. And we'll need to fix that station right there. So this is going to be CC tram clockwise, and let's go ahead and make sure we have all. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I do have two. I just don't have a good system. Let's take a look at the clockwise tram route. It loops in like that. Instead of going around the block, it doubles back. It's kind of a silly way to run, but if it's the most efficient right now, we'll let it be. We have now up to 7 passengers waiting at the Corpus Christi high-speed train station. So it's an improvement, but not a great improvement. Let's buy some trams. And we'll buy one more for the counterclockwise line, just to make sure people can use it. So many people wanting to go to Salinas. What is going on with that? All right, so let's take a look at that train. Let's take a look at the Salinas side of the equation. Yep, there's plenty of people waiting down here too. So let's go ahead and upgrade this vehicle. So our passenger vehicle, we're limited to 62 miles an hour right now. But we do have a 75 mile an hour train, and we'll go up to 105 capacity. And we have a diesel that does 62, but I think we have, yeah, we have this Russian that does 75. So we'll replace that and we'll clone it. And hopefully that will help us get a few more people out to Salinas who want to go there. Well, that's the food line. Oh, and it just picked up passengers. Did it pick up passengers? Nope, not for the full 105. Just missed it. And here comes the new train, though, which should pick up quite a few of those folks. We also have the same issue over here on our Washington line, which is a significantly shorter run, but does have a lot of people waiting on it. So let's go ahead and upgrade that train as well. And let's go ahead and clone that as well. Oh boy. Where did that second train go? Oh, okay, coming in from the other side. Alright, that's not too bad. And we have plenty of bricks to be delivered. And they are being delivered, which is great. And we have 14 people waiting for the high-speed train. There were 26 that were on it because it's heading back to Independence already. Okay, well, we'll have to keep an eye on that one. One of the other things that we had looked into doing, and that I think I'm going to go ahead and do right now because we've got plenty of cash, no loan. We don't have, well, we do have a headquarters. I actually don't remember where we stuck the headquarters. Oh yeah, here in Corpus Christi. Kind of not anything impressive yet. But Corpus Christi does want goods, and we have a source for goods. It just so happens to be way down here. So, not a huge demand, but that's because we put 61 people on the high-speed train already. We do have this freight platform. We have freight lines coming in. Do we have anybody actually using this terminal? No, okay. So we have the trains that are both going off to Anaheim coming out of these two terminals. What we could do, and what we're going to do, is create another line right here. And we are going to have a we now have a cargo platform as well as a passenger platform. Our goods delivery, though, we have no goods on the delivery. And we're going to definitely need a bigger train than that. Yeah, or more trains than that. And let's go ahead and manage this vehicle. We put in the double diesel, which does 62. But we saw this one that does 75, and our limitation is our boxcars at 75 right now. But let's go ahead and significantly increase our capacity because we're going to need to once we get this new line built for sending cargo up to Corpus Christi, which is what we're going to work on right now. So these tracks are not going to cross, and they'll just have to wait until here to split. And that's not the end of the world. We are already approaching the station, so that's not terrible. And let's make sure we can get a train onto that line from here. Alright, now let's go ahead and run our track. Nice and parallel. And I guess I can't do quite that much track at one time because it doesn't want to snap. And we'll keep going. We're going to go all the way to the river's edge for now, because I'm going to take a look at our bridging options. Because we may be tearing down that bridge. Not yet. We're still only at 112. So, up and over we go. Straight into our tunnel. For some reason, the fourth track, even though it is part of this, doesn't want to snap back there at the tunnel. That's okay. Once we get up here, we actually need to make some modifications to this station. in order to add in a cargo platform. And then this train will run over to there. All right, and our new train line will be CC Independence goods train. All right, now let's see how our current goods train is doing. That's our passenger train running at a loss because we don't have enough people. Our goods train, do we end up with 144 goods? Not yet, and I think the bottleneck is actually being able to drop them off. Right, because we need twice as many vehicles. Those are doing 37, 12 at 71. These can do 50 and carry 14. So we'll replace all that and we'll double it. And we'll take a look at the other Anaheim goods delivery and we'll go ahead and replace those with the flatbed as well. I mean, there's a distinct possibility that Anaheim's just not big enough to support a Shinkansen train, and that might be something I have to just live with. But for now, I'm going to try to keep forcing the issue. Something dropped off. Slightly overloaded. And let's buy us a train. Well, actually, before we do the train, let's go back up to Corpus. Let's fix this to add on a cargo platform. And then where do we need our goods? Okay, our goods are needed somewhere over here by this other train station. So let's drop them off here on this little side street. CC goods delivery. And I know I have a truck stop here, and we'll pick up 3. And let's make that a different color. Alright, and then let's buy a train. Oh, that's because this track currently yes, I know, I broke a lot of tracks just then. Oh, do we still have a steam train? Yes, we do. Actually, we have a lot of steam trains right now because there's no reason not to. It's doing the full 75 miles an hour. Yeah, so there's no reason not to have a steam train right now. My lack of signaling comes back to bite me once again. Not taking into account that we are going to have trains. And which one did I break? Train 41, Independence Goods Train, because Terminal 2, that's right. There is only one terminal over here. No path because it could jump onto this and it could jump onto this, I thought. I thought that's what we meant by time to sell that train and start it in the other side. Oh, okay, actually the whole line says it's broken. So we come up here, we have a halt on this side, then we turn around, and we should be able to go south on the other line. So why can't we? Where did I break the line? Oh, I'm sure I broke it underground somewhere. There we go. Yeah, that's why I've got to stop accidentally ending my... I need to stop ending the builds in the underground system. That's just dangerous at best and silly at worst. Let's try that one more time. And this time let's put some more signal, and we'll let it run while I add in some more signaling, because why not? There's no point in not letting it run. That was silly. I'm gonna blow up the bridge. All right, not on the bridge. Before the bridge. No, it's not terribly exciting to see me put in signals, but we want to do it and we want to do it right. So, taking my time, making sure we don't have any that face the wrong way. And that should hopefully do that. Alright. We have 2 trains coming down. Yeah, as a drag race goes, I've got my money on the Shinkansen, which is now running profitable. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the Anaheim Independence train is not too far behind from profitability, so I'll let that run a little bit longer too, just to see if we ever get there with that train. Now that we have significantly more demand for goods, our goods train is still not full, but now it's a production bottleneck, is it? I don't even know if it is a production bottleneck. It's almost a shipping bottleneck. Well, we do have a production bottleneck. We have a plastics issue. And our train is down here dropping off, and we could have a second plastics train after we put a more powerful engine on this one and increase its carrying capacity. And these 3 trains can also be modified with electric engines. And did we have any faster tank cars yet? No, but we can add some capacity to each one. Okay, we are going to split this line. So our crude train is now going to be just a crude train. And it's because we're dealing with that whole 2-to-1 ratio thing. And train 33 is confused because I got rid of its line, but that's because you're getting a new line, train 33. You're going to be the Anaheim oil train. And you are just going to go back and forth between those 2 stations. And you lost all your cargo in the process. Stupid. And we'll go ahead and upgrade all of our vehicles to the electric until we get a better diesel. Because why not? We're still short on coal. We have 2 coal trains and we're still short on coal. So I think we're at the point where we are due for a 3rd coal train. And we have a new car and we have a hovercraft now, but the hovercraft's not very useful to us because we're not going to be able to take advantage of it. And now we have a transport issue over here. Moving these items over. We have 17, all cargo types. I think that's going to be the best we're going to be able to do. Replace all. And we have 15 vehicles. Let's make it a nice even 20. All right, so we've done some optimizations over here. I think we still need more in terms of oil and plastics. So we might even go to a 4 and 2, because we're not hauling anywhere near the full capacity of that. So what we may do is let's go ahead and jump onto Anaheim Crew Train. Manage vehicles, and we'll clone both of those. Depot not found. What happened? Why did we? Oh, because I got rid of the connection there. Let's just go ahead and build ourselves a nice and easy curve. And they're going to cause a slight delay in getting our plastics this round, but I think it's a worthwhile endeavor to go ahead and get our trains in the right spots to maximize production of plastics, because we are going to want a lot more goods. And our goods to train is still a little slow on the delivery, but we have 100, we had 200 something yet there. So we fill up the train and we still have 80 left. So I'm pretty impressed with what we're moving. And Anaheim seems reasonably happy, 90% bonus. And is Corpus Christi receiving its first goods? It is, and we are getting, alright, we're getting a nice boost from that. We have a lot of people waiting for the counterclockwise tram, and it has 3 vehicles on it, so I'm not entirely sure why it's, I guess, so popular slash unavailable. But let's go ahead and double it, because I think that there's enough traffic for the counterclockwise tram. Oh, that's for the clockwise, so maybe we didn't need to double it. Yep. Wow. We have a lot of demand now for the Shinkansen, now that it's available. That's wonderful. And we're still limited by our 75 mile an hour I have a thought. Yeah, I'm gonna let the train leave right now, and then we're going to make a couple of modifications to this line right here. Because I don't like how it's being held up. So, what if I come in and delete out that rail and that platform? And I also delete that. And what if we go down? Okay, so going down is not an option. What if we go up? Not far enough back. Okay. All right, what if we move it back one more? Okay, so there's the possibility of going under, but I do have to get rid of that track first. Still collides. Okay. Let's try one more time. Let's try going up. Ooh, we have our high-speed bridge now, so we're going to fix that too before we go. And this is silly looking. Keep running away, train, because I'm going to need to eventually merge you back in. All right. Ugly bridge does work for our purposes. And avoids the collision there. All right, now The last thing we're going to do in this episode is blow up our bridge and build a new one. A little suspended portion in midair. That was kind of funny. Alright, so we need to go from here to here. And we're going to take our fastest bridge that allows us to maintain our speed. And we're going to do the same thing for this one. And let's just do it from this side, it's a little easier. And finally, the last one. And, oh, and I cut the road during my furious deleting, so country road, small street, shore. There we go. Alright, now our train shouldn't lose any speed whatsoever cutting across this very fancy bridge. And in fact, it's still doing 133, 34. And now it's making $18 million a year now that people know that it works and it exists. How many people do we have waiting on this end? 177, so a full train plus waiting at the other end already. This is wonderful. This is the best thing that we could have happened is having this train be full and popular. And the only issue we run into is then we drop off 160 people and to this station and see most of them wanting to go to the, well, it's actually a pretty even split. Let's see if we can add on slightly more passenger room. And the answer is no, we can't without destroying this intersection, which I don't mind doing. Yep, I was afraid I didn't really want to blow up that whole street, but if that's what it takes, what are we colliding with? Are we colliding with ourselves? Is that what's happening? That seems kind of stupid. It is what we're colliding with. Maybe if we extend out to the cargo platform, there we go. Then we can have a slightly longer and everybody should be happy again, and they are, and we put play. And now there's plenty of room for everybody to turn around. And this one's confused as all heck. And how much did we drop off? We dropped off 74. Corpus Christi wants 151, so I think we might see about running a second one of these trains, but that is an optimization that's going to have to wait for the next episode. Thank you again for joining me on Transport Fever 2 as we continue to try to grow our cities. I think that we're going to optimize a few more lines on the next episode, and then try to grow one of these cities to over 1,000. And once we do that, I think we'll be ready to move on to a new map. So thank you for tuning in. Please comment, like, and subscribe to this video. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.